Hi, welcome to my garage. Today we're going to do an oil change on my 2015 Porsche Cayenne. So, before we get started, let's talk about some of the parts that you will need for this oil change. So here's the oil filter. I got it from Suncoast Parts, and it has the part number right there if you want to buy it. This is for the 2015 Porsche Cayenne. And while we're doing the oil change, I'm also going to be changing my transfer case fluid on this car. I think the last time, I did it for the other Cayenne, not this one. So I've never done it on this one before, so I'm just going to go ahead and do it. What's about these from Suncoast Parts? It's 0W40 Mobile 1, which is the recommended oil for the car. So I bought like 10 of the 1 quart, but this car only takes like 9.5. So it's good to have an extra. And then this is the washer that goes under the bolt. Pretty easy and painless job. Anybody can do this in their garage. It's pretty straightforward. So we're going to go ahead and get started now. So one important tool you're going to need is this. It's from Icasoft. So what it basically does, it's a multi-system car diagnostic tool. What it basically does, it helps you reset your service intervals and things like. It does way more, like you can get DTC codes and all kinds of stuff from it. But for today, we're basically just going to use it to reset our oil intervals. So you need this. So that's the rear of the car, and this is the front of the car. So before we get started, we need to take out these bolts. Oh, I already took this one out. So we have to take out these bolts, and these are basically 10 millimeters. Then underneath this skid plate, we have the oil filter housing, the drain bolts, and all of that good stuff. So I'll come back as soon as we have this taken off. So now that we have our skid plates taken out, we can set it aside and carry on with the job. So this is how it looks on the 2015s, and so I'm going to set it aside, but I am going to clean this out before I put it back in, just to get some of these road grinds off of it. So let's set it aside, and let's go drain the oil and remove the oil filter. A couple of tools you're going to need to take out your oil filter housing and your drain plug. So for the 2015s, like I said, this is a 2015 Porsche Cayenne. This is the S Stream. So you're going to need this tool right here to take out the oil filter housing. I believe this is a 38 millimeter, right? And then you're also going to need an X key, which is this guy right here, H8X. This is going to help you take out the drain plug. I bought all of these on Amazon. As you can see, it has a bunch of them in there, different sizes, and also this one, because I have a Cayenne, I have a 911. You'd also need a drain can, something like this. I believe mine was over 16 quarts, so it'll do the job. So here we go. We're now draining the oil off of the car. A good trick would be for you to heat up the car for a bit. Like I had to roll the car out and then put it on ramps, and also I'll insert my 2 jack stands for safety. You got to be safe. And so the oil is warmed up, so it's going to drain a lot better. So we're basically waiting for the oil filter to drain, the oil in the oil filter housing to drain out completely. I did go ahead and just pull the housing out, so we're going to have this cleaned, before we send it in. Put in the new filter and insert it back into the car. As you can tell, it's still draining slowly. So we're gonna go ahead and start cleaning this one while that is draining. That right there, boom, that is the old oil filter that came out of the car. As you can tell, it's dirty, it's black, it's, oh my God. So this is the new one, and that's the ring. So we're gonna go ahead, clean this all up, and then send it right back into the car. So I'm not gonna put you through the pain of watching all of this get cleaned, but let's move on to the next best thing. So I have the housing all cleaned up and ready to go now. As you can see, it's like pretty clean. It's like clean, you know. You want to have it clean. Here's the old O-ring that sits right underneath here from the housing. So this is the new one that I'm going to use that came with this. So I'm just going to put a little bit of oil on there, still put it right back. This is the oil filter for the car. This is OEM though, from Suncoast Parts. So I'm going to get all of this done, throw it right back in the car, tighten things up, start doing some cleaning. You want to make sure you clean all the area underneath the car, make sure there's no oil leak or whatever, right? So now that we have the oil drained and everything put back in, tightened, so we're gonna fill the engine with oil, that is the 0W40. So here's a little cover here to the engine. So basically, I like to always take this off. It's very easy. All you have to do is pull upwards. It has 4 locks, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? So one here, and also on the other side. So you pull up and it comes up. So once you do that, it comes up. I already took mine off, so it's so easy. See that? 1, 2, 3, and 4. So it basically lock into this. You'll see it once you have your engine cover open. You see it right there. It just locks into there. So let's go ahead and fill it up. So I did crack this open before now, so it's easy. Tap. Yeah, you can clean it if you want. I just don't want oil draining everywhere on the plastics in here, so I'm just gonna clean it out. Put it right there, and here's your fuel plug. But like I said, my Cayenne probably takes about 9.5, so I'm just gonna fill it up with 9, and if I need, I'm just gonna top it up. Pretty neat to have these. It's just a funnel. Right, so I just about put the last one. So, and here's the one I used, Mobile 1 European car formula 0W40. Like we're all good here. You can take this out, clean it up, you know, put back your covers, and then we're gonna put the cover right back and fire it up, let it sit for a minute, check the oil level, okay? And that's how you put it back. It's very simple. Right there, boom. So now that we have everything done, what we want to do is reset the oil interval using the iCarSoft tool. So it's a basic tool, right? The other end is plugs into your OBD2 connector, and this end connects right into the device. And then you want to take your keys and you want to put it in ignition, right? See, so you have a bunch of options there. You have diagnostic, service, voltage, OBD2. So you can do basically a lot of stuff using this thing. You can check your codes if you have any codes running in the engine. But for today, we're just going to do the oil. So we're going to go into service right here. So you scroll, select oil reset. So you have oil reset, EPB, ETC. You have all of these options, but what we're concerned about today is basically the oil reset option. So we're just gonna go in there and select it. So it's already selected, right? So we're just gonna select that. It's Porsche V1145. It's loading. Manual select. So I'm going to choose manual select because I know exactly what I want to do. So here we have to choose what model the car is, trim, and things like that. So I'm just going to scroll down, look for Cayenne oil service rather. turn ignition on. Ignition is turned on. Input current date. So that's basically it. You select all service, and then it asks you for today's date. You choose today's date, and then it resets it for you. It's as simple as that. You can't get it any better than that. Boom. I no longer get the warning light telling me I need to do my oil service. Everything is done, it's perfect. So this tool is very handy. So you need this. So I use it for oil change, intermediate, maintenance, and all kinds of stuff, even to check error codes when I see certain things on my dash. It tells you exactly what to do, you know. So it's a very neat tool. So with that done, our oil change is actually complete. So this will be it, guys, for all you need to do to get your oil change done. But while you're at it, it'll be a good idea as well for you to make sure your windshield washer fluid is properly filled up, and then your antifreeze, which is on this side as well, it's all filled up. I already did that on mine. Make sure your engine cover is well mounted. Mine is, like I said, basically pull it out. There's a slot in there that it goes into. Make sure it's all good, and your engine bay is clean. You don't have tools laying everywhere, and once all of that is checked, you're good to go. Thanks for watching the video, and I hope to see you soon.